Okay, good morning everyone. We're back with another Pokemon Sleep journal entry, I guess is what you'd call this, for the Nursery series. We're going to be talking about this coming event week for Latios. So let's just get into it. Here you can already see that the background's a bit different, so it seems like the soul is corrupted, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Oh. Today for a shirt, you can't really see it. I got this Almanite shirt from Uniqlo. It's nothing crazy, but it has some Pokemon fossils, so I thought it was very cute. And I've had this one for a little bit, maybe like a year. Okay, so more or less a full sleep session, about 9 hours going in, and I think okay, lots of snoozing and slumbering. That was a little bit semi on purpose in order to try and minimize some dozing so we can get more of it this week. Also, like with my main account, I got balanced, so we can see just about anything. We are here at Greengrass, as you can tell by the background, so is there anything we're hoping for? Honestly, this account's still so new that I'll take kind of whatever I can get. If there's something interesting that I think I can use, I'll go ahead and catch it. Let's see what we have going on. Geodude, Slowpoke, new stuff. Oh, Kangaskhan. I rarely see any Kangaskhan. Even on my main account, I think I've seen one. Haunter, Grovyle, Palmy. I think I'm interested in that Pawnee. This account still does not have a healer. You might remember from like episode 3 or 4 that we did catch a double trigger Pawnee, but it had speed of help down. I want to say timid. So it's solid. It's honestly pretty solid, but it's not going to do us enough healing that I feel like it's really worth the main skill seats to invest. So these Toonie sleep styles will help us get towards our goal of unlocking Lapis. Once we get to Lapis, our real goal of hunting Curlia will begin, because I think a healer can really elevate the box. Thank you for those. I feel like we found about 12 styles in this week, so we're going to keep going with that. With that track, we should maybe in another 2.5 weeks at the end of the event be able to unlock Lapis. Lots of people are hungry. Unfortunately, Kangaskhan is not a valid encounter for this account, so we're going to skip over him. How many biscuits do I have? Not that many. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is I have plenty of sleep points. We're going to get our daily gift. Hope it's a Poke Biscuit. Okay, it's not a Poke Biscuit. We are going to maybe get 5 of these. Is that what we're going to get? I really do. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to attempt for the Pawnee, throw a biscuit at the other two, and see what we go home with, if anything. Yeah, so Pokemon Sleep. I'm excited for this event, especially on the main account, because I have a decent Latios. So I'm really, of course. Okay, I'm really interested in getting a good Latios. And with its skill being Berry Burst but better, I think it can be really strong for my account, given that I don't really have Dragon types. Over here, once we transfer islands, I'll get into it more, but we're just more or less trying to collect all the items we can. The Poke Biscuits, yeah, the Great Biscuits, really, and then whatever else we can get our hands on. I guess we're just gonna go for the Geodude. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but it's some content, so let's aim for it. See if we can walk home with something. Oh boy, okay. So, a rare day where everyone's full and we walk away with nothing. I'll be very sad if next session comes around and they are all just like, oh, sorry, we're all hungry now, with 1 pip. We'll send that Kangaskhan. It's a very rare Pokemon, so I feel like people who do have it will appreciate it. Although it's not really the best at anything, I believe Tyranitar is a better ginger farmer than it. And I couldn't even tell you what its B ingredient is. Maybe potatoes? Okay. A measly 6,000 Dream Shards. Okay, and a measly error code. 1 second. We will, I'll come right back in a second. Okay, yeah, so we're back. We have to reload the game. The error codes are pretty universal, right? Honestly, the game, I don't know if it's not optimized or whatever, but oh boy, okay. Running through the hungry guys again. Thank you. Making us relive the fact that they're all full again. Unfortunate. I do have my morning coffee here. I do have work in about 45 minutes, so it's part of the morning ritual, I guess. There's not enough, I think, exciting stuff going on this account, at least not at this point, for there to be daily updates, which is why I kind of opt for weekly ones. And you guys know how the game goes, so. Okay, so yeah, the Latios and the Solo Day is happening now. I'm sure most of you have read this, but more or less it's going to be a 2-week event where you can get Latios down, as well as have another chance to catch Latios. There's going to be the event Drowsy Power, so our collective strength scores from the last few days add to that collective total, and then we get rewards at each rank, with probably a special reward at the end, similar to last year with Cresselia and Darkrai. Oh yeah. So green grass is full at 15%. So the 5% will be split between Cyan, Top, and Snowdrop, which was part of the plan. After this week, then that will max out Cyan and Top. My goal is to minimize the amount of area bonus I'm giving to Snowdrop, at least for now, because that 250% total that you can, it's like the catch-up mechanic. I want that to go more towards Lapis, because that will help us find more Curlius, hopefully. Master 8, not bad. Master 8 is not particularly high on green grass. Of course, our goal is to master 20 green grass, but from Master 8 to Master 20 is like, you need 5 or 6 times the score, almost. Maybe it's a little lower, maybe it's 4, but anyways, here's Nursery. He's updating us with a report of Latias and Latios being spotted over Greengrass Isle. They arrived at the old garden spot where Latias had arrived, and the Pokemon seem very sad. I guess they're not sleeping well due to unstable weather. Weather's an interesting mechanic I hope they explore further in this game. I'm not sure if they will, but I've kind of written up some things like, oh, here are some things they could do with weather. So it seems like the Soldier seems to be the cause of this, and it's impure and clouded. I wonder how it got that way. I wonder if that might be the hint for what the surprise might be. So it has a strong connection to Latios and Latios. Anyone who's played competitive knows that it was a, I believe, banned item, because it increased their special attack and special defense by like 1.5 or like 1.25. So yeah, if we combine our power with both these guys, we can fix the rock. So we'll work together around the world by sleeping alongside Latios and Latios. Okay, so let's do our research. And kind of, as it shows, if they're on your team, you get a bonus. A smaller one if it's one of them, a bigger one if it's two. Unfortunately, we will not be getting that bonus because we cannot catch them. And yeah, we are locked out of certain areas. So really, the only one we can go to is green grass. So I guess we're going to green grass. Yeah, here you can see we're 55%. Found about a third of all the Pokemon here. And yeah. I'm really curious to see what berries we roll. We have a decent, actually a really good BFS Noibat. The reason why I call it decent is because it really can never reach its full potential because it cannot be a Noivern. So it might just get used on event type weeks like this. So, okay, this is literally Lapis at home. I would love this if this was my main account because Cresselia, Sceptile kind of go crazy. On this account, we can definitely do something, but we'll see what's in the box. Probably not as impressive as a lot of your accounts would be. Okay, let's go ahead and start collecting these guys, and we will put up the team. So we're just we had these guys out from last week in order to collect just some more ingredients. Wasn't sure what I was gonna end up getting, so we kind of stocked up a little bit, but we don't have enough ingredient diversity to make complex meals. But apples, ginger, eggs, milk all kind of contribute well towards desserts. Sausage, not so much. My sausage, please. Thank you. So Psychic and Grass. Yeah, on this account, I think literally the only Psychic Pokemon we have is a Wobbuffet, which is not legal. The only reason we caught it was because it was shiny. So we're gonna start with these guys. We might actually swap off Spheal to see if we have anything stronger. It might end up being our Pikachu. Yeah, this Chikorita. I'm not super picky yet because everything's still weak. Level 1 Berry Burst Trico. Probably not getting the job done. If I had Berry Burst, probably would have put it on, but otherwise, not so much. Yeah, we'll start with Pikachu. It's our highest level, and we'll kind of go from there. Or actually, we might do this Ivysaur. How's Ivysaur looking? We'll start with Pikachu. We'll see if we end up needing honey for our meals. We might put on Ivysaur. Sure. So this is our starting little team. We'll make a meal, and I don't think it's been that many days since the last video, so I don't think we have that many catches, but I'll go over whatever we do have. Boop, boop. Nice basic 2. Yeah, event exchange. So, main goals for this week. We will buy some of the Latios incense just to increase our down output. But really, yeah, we want these biscuits. Between these two, 120, and then another 1,000, 1,200. So about 1,400 for those. Main skill seed for sure. And leftover probably go towards Dream Clusters and Dragon Candies. So I think within 2,000 downs we can get most of what we want. I haven't run any of the calculators yet to know how much I'm expected to put out, but we will see. I know for the most part. Oh, actually, we can use the mushrooms that we did get. And yeah, with the chocolate cake, it might be worth actually running Ivysaur. Anyways, sausages. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know why I said thank you. I assumed people said bless you, but honestly, probably the strongest meal we've made in like 2 weeks. So a pretty decent start to the week. Yeah, if you guys have watched this far, tell me what your plans are for the events. If you're going to like Green Grass or Expert, Lapis or Ember Canyon, and maybe who you're running. I'm in Velocity Raptors Discord, and I'm always jealous of seeing everyone's like BFS, helping bonus Salamence, or honestly anything. I think I have like 1 Gigamon on my main. I have 1 Gigamon that's a berry type. The rest of them are like Dragonite and Victory Bell, which have both served me really well in the early and mid game, but now even like their usefulness has kind of fallen off because they're not great ingredient finders. Dragonite still definitely gets use on Amber Canyon, but Victory Bell almost never unless I'm specifically doing curries on Lapis or curries on like green Grassberry. Okay, let's just look over our catches and then we'll wrap up for today. I'll probably just show you where we left. We probably left off on, I want to say this Tyrants. Sounds about right. I'll peek the dates, and that should tell us for sure. Not a great Tyrants, just inventory, big pockets. June 2nd, yeah, so probably you saw this one. Quaxley, AABB Quaxley, nothing great, no ingredient finding. So nature. I do like the list, but even now, Farfetch'd is better than that. Ivysaur. This is quite a decent Ivysaur. It is mono, it's ingredient finding M, so as a free-to-play account, it's kind of just ruined to go. Nature, kind of, doesn't matter. But this will definitely be getting used. I'll probably take this all the way to 60 and leave it as an Ivysaur because, you know how this account goes. Chikorita, nothing crazy. No berry finding S, no helping bonus, no speed, so it will get trashed at some point. Cyndaquil has helping speed. I don't mind sleep experience up. It's actually very good in my opinion. and speed of help up, adamant on a berry finder is very good. This is pretty usable for early game, but you would really want berry finding S on this. It might find some use on my top holo teams for the early game. We will see. ABA Sprigatito. No ingredient finding, so it's not getting used. Although I might use it just to unlock potatoes, which I have unlocked actually, so probably will not use this. Rufflet. Helping speed. I don't mind the nature. It has ingredient finding down nature, and on someone who I intend to be a berry finder, I actually quite appreciate that. But no berry finding S, no skill trigger, no helping bonus. This is going to be box filler. Box filler meaning trash. Geodude from earlier this week, ABA also. Ingredient finding is way too late, but I do like the nature a lot. This is going to get trashed. And yeah, that was our last catch from yesterday. So that more or less catches everyone up on what's going on this account. Depending on any progress or good catches we make this week, I might have a video at the end of the week. Otherwise, I'll just do one to recap the entire event. Don't look forward to any Latios on that because I don't intend on catching any. Yeah. And there's no reason for me to break that because I can't use it. So I don't know why I throw biscuits at it. Yeah, so anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble on for the last 15 minutes. I hope you have a great week. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. See you.